Now for some business news on KTN Newsline. The Kenya Revenue Authority has collected at least 51 million shillings in goods at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport following its move to tighten the noose on taxable goods entering the country. According to the authority, there's been an influx of dutiable goods entering the country for the past 4 months, necessitating their recent action. The authority also sought to dismiss claims of harassment to passengers at the airport. Jimmy Mbogo has a story.
We are implementing the law. These were the sentiments of the Kenya Revenue Authority officials who undertook a sensitization exercise at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport following a public outcry by Kenyans over what they termed as quote-unquote harassment at the country's largest and busiest airport. KRA now says that over the last few months, they have seen an influx of dutiable items making their way into the country without the necessary documentation and declaration, requiring them to tighten the noose to avoid further hemorrhaging of revenue.
The amount collected from July to this point, this financial year, is 51 million. It is what has been assessed and paid. What has been assessed and paid.
That's not a small amount for the airport, 51 million. In terms of communication, we accept that there's room to communicate. And as the CS said, we'll partner with other government agencies, we'll partner with the Ministry of Tourism to ensure that the communication is out there.
At the same time, the taxman has noted that the crackdown will not affect personal items such as used phones, used clothes, used laptops, or any other personalized items that the passenger can prove. Gifts exceeding the $500 mark or any other item with a cumulative price that surpasses the $500 mark will have to be subjected to the taxation.
So the only limit is on the value of the items. So a new item is a new item. A new iPhone is different from an old iPhone, you know. But then again, depending on the item, we've seen people coming in with, for example, 5 iPhones, 10 iPhones, 15 iPhones. Those cannot be personal items, you know. But our people, our customs officers are well trained. They are able to know and they're able to interrogate the traveler and be able to actually see and determine.
KRA further insists that these are not new regulations, urging Kenyans and tourists seeking to travel in and out of the country to familiarize themselves with the law, even as they sought to boost passenger confidence.
The law has been there. Actually, the $500 has been there since ECMA, the Customs Act, was there. Why the increase in terms of the forecast is because we have seen in the last few months, especially since July, an increase in the dutiable items.
Jimmy Mbogo, KTN News.
The Kenya Bureau of Standards is in the process of formulating a policy framework that will help more than 20